This Sunday, the next step on the road to WrestleMania takes place, and a quick look at the lineup for both marquee matches should be enough to get excited for Elimination Chamber. Anyway, I'm Pomi Wrestling, and these are my predictions for the 5 announced matches. Let's start with the Elimination Chamber match for a Universal title shot, featuring Kevin Owens, Daniel Bryan, King Corbin, Sami Zayn, Cesaro, and Jey Uso. I think it's very clear Sami, Corbin, and Jey are not winning, since they are all heels who wouldn't make sense facing Roman. Then there's Bryan and Cesaro, who are both viable choices, and I wouldn't be against either of them facing Roman, especially Cesaro. However, KO is the heavy favorite, because his feud with Roman is still going on, even though it probably should have ended at the Royal Rumble. I'm going for a KO victory, which will immediately lead into Roman Reigns versus the winner of the Chamber match for the Universal title. There's absolutely no way Roman drops the belt here. It doesn't matter who I picked in the previous match, Roman will destroy them and move on to defend his title, probably against Edge at WrestleMania. Then, we have Asuka defending the Raw Women's title against an unconfirmed opponent, which I'll guess will be Peyton Royce. I was dreading the original matchup against Lacey Evans, so I'm actually quite happy she's out of the title picture due to her real-life pregnancy. Ignoring the dumb storyline, Lacey had a legitimate chance of winning the belt. Whoever replaces her, not so much. Unless WWE comes up with a crazy plan B, I feel fairly confident in an Asuka retention. After that, Bobby Lashley will defend the US title against Keith Lee and Riddle. Now this is intriguing. Lashley and Riddle have been feuding for a long time now, and going into the Rumble, I couldn't care less about them facing off. But the sudden addition of Keith Lee has injected life back into this feud, all of a sudden making it a dark horse for match of the night. I don't think Riddle is winning since he's being driven into the ground, but Lee does have a small shot of pulling this off. However, I feel Lashley will continue his reign through this pay-per-view and go on to face Lee in a singles match, maybe at WrestleMania. And finally, Drew McIntyre will defend the WWE title inside the Elimination Chamber against Sheamus, Kofi Kingston, AJ Styles, Jeff Hardy, and Randy Orton. And to be honest, this kind of feels like an inconsequential pit stop in the road to WrestleMania. It's very easy to tell Drew will remain champion just by looking at the participants. Jeff has been working in the midcard for far too long to suddenly get the belt. AJ just lost a title shot at TLC. Randy is still stuck in his feud with Alexa Bliss and The Fiend. Kofi is still feuding with Retribution, and I wouldn't be surprised if Ali gets involved. And Sheamus, who has the last spot, will likely blow up his feud with Drew in a singles bout down the line. The match will likely be very good, but with how lackluster the setup was, I don't expect anything major to occur. Hope there's a bigger focus on a storyline for Drew following this retention. Before I leave, I'll quickly go through a few matches that as of this recording have yet to be confirmed for Elimination Chamber, but could still be added at the last minute. Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler versus the Street Profits for the SmackDown tag titles. The Profits title loss was designed to make it look like they would have won had Ford not been injured. So, now that Ford is healed, I wouldn't be surprised if the Profits regain the belts this Sunday. Sasha Banks versus Carmella for the SmackDown Women's title. This is another feud that shouldn't have gone past TLC. But since Sasha won't stop interacting with Reginald, I get the feeling they'll face off at least one last time with Sasha retaining once again. And Big E versus Apollo Crews for the Intercontinental title. By far, this is the most intriguing unannounced bout, with Apollo's desperation to get another title shot being quite possibly his most interesting storyline in WWE. This would be actually quite hard to predict, but assuming it takes place this Sunday, I think Big E would win to trigger Apollo going full heel. Do you agree with my choices? Leave a comment down below with your predictions for Elimination Chamber. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow me on Twitter @Pomi Wrestling for any update. That's all for now. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, see ya!